Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yeah.
Hit me up with that old school noise. Up here in the top left of yet another new map. We got all sorts of new maps on this this update, Mr. Black.
This one's old. This one's old.
I lied.
Yeah.
This is an old map on a new update.
Yeah.
Up here in the top left, we've got Menelagus. I'm calling him. I almost went with a Mean Gene reference on his name just for fun, but down here at the bottom right, we got Quasar. The blue Protoss. So I'm going to call him Mean on one end for the ease of it, and Quasar on the other because that's easy enough. But here we are. We got a little PVZ happening here. This is an old map, but I felt like I don't remember seeing it in a hot minute. Is this because they brought this back from?
I don't know. I have no idea, but I played on this map a ton in a previous season, so I do know that it's an older map. I don't know if they had this map at the beginning of this season. I'm going to assume so. They usually don't just add maps just randomly in the middle of the season, so it's a good map. It's a decent two-player map. There's usually actually, I don't think these. Yeah, I don't think these were ever gold. So yeah, I don't think there's any gold on this map at all. I know this because I used to like proxy my Stargates here, and I would proxy a Stargate, yeah, here, and I think sometimes I would do it over here. Yeah, it's a decent map. It's a good map. You know what else is decent? More than decent. NordVPN. They're pretty decent. Go check them out, guys. If you guys want a guaranteed cast, we can still do that for you guys. Just make sure you send in a screenshot with your new order for your NordVPN subscription and attach a replay as well, and we will guaranteed cast one of your games. So go check them out. Stay safe. Stay anonymous. Normal game here. It is a PVZ, and it seems to be a pretty dang standard game. It looks like we've got a pylon that got put down, and immediately our Zerg here dropped down 2 hatcheries, so still making it 3 hatch. No gas at all, so he is going to go for a macro-style build. I'm sure the gases will come here in the next minute. And then down here, very standard as well. We got 2 gas opening, and now he's going to start walling off here. And another, once again, macro style. Not moving out, though, with the Adept. Going to wait for the second one. I typically like it when the Adepts go out right away. Either that, or you should be using your Chrono Boost to get out the Adepts fast to go out with 2 at the same time. But good wall off here is going to sit the Adept in that spot. He had plenty of scouting with that pylon, and now another hatch has gone down. So we've... Instead of getting gas now, we've gone 4. We got 4 hatches at the 3-minute mark, Adam.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is an incredibly aggressive macro play from the Zerg. You know, obviously the first 2 were put there, or at least one of the first 2 expansions was put there because of that pylon, just to avoid having to wait to get another base going. And now he's just going to triple down, I suppose, on expansions with that, and now that the pylon is dealt with. And that's, you know, that could go well or not. I mean, it's not that the Protoss is playing hyper-aggressive, and so I guess to a degree this is not insanely risky, but, you know, going 4 right off the rip, you definitely have your hands full with stuff like this. You're going to have to spread yourself a little thin with so many bases to defend, but well done there by Quasar.
Very well played.
On these phases.
Yeah, so, you know, unlike some of the last games that we've casted where there hasn't been really much shading going on and really just poor unit control, this guy's been the complete opposite. He has been picking off drones. He picked off the those lings as well, did a bit of micro to keep them alive for as long as possible. Also getting a ton of scouting information, so now knows that he's gone for 4 hatches, still has no gas, and this one Adept is still getting kills. The other Adept had the majority of them, but I mean, he's taken out at least 6-7 drones now, a good 6 to 8 lings, and not only that, but forced a shit ton more lings out, so that is a bunch of larvae. Look at this, getting more kills now. And he's going to shade again. Watch.
He shaded really at a great time there. He shaded a bit late here. He's going to lose the adept now, but he shaded at a great time there at that third expansion, or what would be the natural there. Knowing that after the first two Zerglings came down and he dealt with them, knowing that more would be coming, he preemptively shaded. The Zerglings came down. The shade was already up into the natural, and he gets a couple more kills and some very, very valuable kills done there in the early goings, especially against such a macro-heavy Zerg. But, Mean took some damage there, but he's not completely up against the wall. He is definitely out ahead in terms of his economy. But the Protoss has a decent window to go back in soon and continue to pick away at him. And really, that's kind of what he's going to have to do. He can't let the Zerg just sit there with all these bases.
Correct.
And the Zerg's not going to let him wait anyway, because it looks like he might be making his first counter move himself.
Yeah, and I mean, those two adepts, you take a look at the units lost here, 19 units dead. So the majority of those were drones. He is now countering, still has no speed, just getting gas now, and he should be totally fine here, especially with the shield battery and a couple of sentries there put in place as well. Not a huge fan of that force field. I would have liked to have seen to kind of cut off a chunk of them because of that right there, and I think he might have even lucked out a little bit more because our red Zerg here sat there a little bit too long. I would have liked to have seen him trap about half of those lings to just pick them off, maybe even do a little bit more warps in, but it seems like he's going to get ready to do a big push here. It is going to be a charge lot Archon all in, which a 2-base, which should work because the Zerg has opted to get 4 base, only has lings out there, and these 2 Archon with the splash damage is going to do copious amounts of damage. Not enough gates, though. Not enough gates. I would have liked to have seen him on 6-7 gates, but this should still be enough. But the window is closing. He needs, after this, he needs to start moving out, and he needs to push.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to have to, he can't wait too much longer. He's got to be able to do the damage. This will 100% do horrible, like you said, copious amounts of damage, to say the least, especially given, I think the Zerg finally, did the Zerg get speed yet, or is the speed just on the verge? Either way,
still no speed.
No, it's still no speed.
He's screwed. It's over.
This is bad news bears for Mean Gene here, and what you gonna do, Mean Gene?
Oh, he'll do nothing.
What you gonna do, Mean Gene?
Yeah, he'll do nothing. All he's doing is building 48 Zerglings right now. We've got charge lots. Yeah, he's pushing up here, but I mean, he's never going to do any damage at this choke. Everything is just a little bit too split for the Zerg. And I mean, even if everything was bunched, look at this. These, I mean, he'll be lucky to kill one. Just even one Archon here. Yeah, see?
Yeah. The splash damage is just crazy at this stage of the game, especially without any real speed. He's got a Spire being panic built right now, and even that's not great early without huge numbers against the Archons. You know, Muta are very susceptible to splash damage all the same, and you need to have quite a number to be able to go up against 4+ Archon. And so Quasar really heavily with the upper hand, now also attacking that bottom expansion of Mean Gene as well, sending some zealots that way. He's got, he doesn't want to spread too thin.
Oh, he's
but right now he's doing a really great job of managing where everything is and really doing the maximum amount of damage to Mean Gene, who's now just tanking off the face of the earth with 30 and dropping supply.
Yeah, not only that, because he doesn't have enough gateways, he's now sitting at almost 4,000 minerals. He just cannot make enough units. He has no plans to even grab a third in behind this. I think he knows the game is virtually over, and we're just waiting for a rage quit or a GG here from our red Zerg player. Solid play altogether for Quasar. It was the adept harassment that just did so much damage that it allowed Quasar to basically tech spike, and there's the rage quit, and that's it. I mean, that's GG.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, really, Quasar, for a minute there, I wasn't sure if he was going to get in there in time. If we've seen stuff like this in the past where they've had, the window was wide open and they didn't get, they didn't go through that window fast enough. They just kind of sat there and build up like, oh, 4 Archons, not enough. I want 8. I want more, and then they missed their window, but Quasar here did not miss the window, and Mean Gene, despite best efforts to try to do some harassment of their own to slow the Protoss down, just wasn't able to do enough, and so well done. I can't really fault Mean Gene a lot here. This was just a really well done timing by Quasar that also just so happened without substantial scouting early enough to really tell him that it would be even more potent, countered Mean Gene's aggressive 4-base opening. If he had stuck to 3,
it'd have been different.
Speed faster, different story. Maybe even got into roaches faster, but that's not how that went, and so unfortunately for Mean Gene, he got sent off into the sun.
That's it. We will see you guys on the next one. Make sure to guys send in your replays to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Don't forget to hit the like button. We'll be back.